everyone. If anyone jumps on, let me know if you can hear me or not. See if this is working. Anyone jumps on for the 9:45 yoga. Let's see here. Yoga class. Hi guys, can you guys hear me? Anyone that's on, just write a comment, say yes or no, if you can hear me or not. Put my iPad, my AirPods in. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me or not before I get started. Or if you can't hear me. Just a comment saying you can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Hi guys, just let me know if you can hear me. Oh good, okay, thank you. I was doing it with my AirPods, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me better. But if at any time you can't hear me, just let me know. Good, yay. Okay, this is Yoga Basics. This is my first time I'm doing this live, so hopefully everything goes okay. I'm gonna try and keep my left and right, so I'm having this facing me so I can see your comments and know if anything goes wrong. So if I get a little turned around with my left and rights, you will know why. Because I have to go my real left and right, which you wouldn't think would be an issue, but sometimes it is. Anyway, so this is a Yoga Basics, so we will, I'll walk through everything with you. There really is no flow. If you are more an advanced yoga student, feel free to take a vinyasa at any time. I might say that you can do that. But again, you can just follow me exactly what I do. The only thing that you might want, but you don't have to have, is a mat or even a blanket. Maybe if you have a strap, you can grab one of those, but you don't need one. And then blocks, if you have a couple blocks. But again, you don't need any of this. It's just if you have, you might want to have them close by. And again, we're going to work on just opening up, and we're going to work with Ganesha today. I'm going to grab him for you. He's the mythical god that believes in new beginnings, and he's also known for removing obstacles. So I think as we head into this unknown territory we're heading into, he's a good one to focus on for new beginnings and again, removing obstacles. So this is kind of will be our theme for today. As we take this yoga practice, we will be thinking of him and helping us. He'll help us get through this time. But hopefully this class will just move your body, get you stretched out, and help relax and calm you, which I think we all need right now. So anyway, we'll get started. So if you just want to get onto your mat in a nice, comfortable, seated position. I'll turn my music up a little bit. Let me know if you can't hear it. Because again, can you guys hear the music at all? Well, of course it just stopped. But let's see if we can hear the music. If it was too loud, let me know too. But I have to walk up to see your guys' comments, so. Okay. Seated position, whichever way, maybe cross-legged in Sukhasana, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can take your legs straight out. Just want to sit up nice and tall, just sit in a comfortable position that feels good for you. And we're going to always start with breath work. So your palms, might be a little loud, your palms can be up, if that feels okay. If it doesn't, you can always bring your palms down and to feel more grounded. It's totally up to you. If your palms are up, you might want to bring your first finger and thumb to a touch, and again, that is more calming, brings more calming to you too by bringing those two fingers to a touch. And you'll just close the eyes We want to start with those deep belly breaths. Dirga Pranayam, so you're going to inhale through the nose. Allow the breath to go to your side ribs, lungs, and then all the way up to your collarbone. You'll pause at the top, really feel your breath. And then open your mouth and sigh out the breath. Sigh it out. Every last drop, gathering back in your belly muscles. We'll do this breath again. So you'll inhale, seal your lips. Side ribs, lungs. All the way up to your collarbone. Again, pause and hold. Feel your breath. Allow yourself to connect to your breath. And then open your mouth and just sigh it out. Let it, all that negativity, just let it go. Practice this deep belly breath a couple more times on your own. Just allowing yourself to settle into this moment, knowing it's exactly where you're supposed to be, right here, right now. Calming your mind and your body. Just let everything go and just be here with your breath. Completing the breath you're on. No rush, just take your time. We'll take this breath together again when you're ready. Seal the lips, you'll inhale from the belly to the side ribs, lungs, all the way up to your collarbone and pause. This time hold a little longer, knowing it's okay to feel uncomfortable. Maybe drink in a little more breath. And then open your mouth and let it go again. Gather back in those belly muscles, allowing every last drop to leave. And you just might want to take a quick inhale and sigh it out again. And then when you're ready, you're going to seal your lips. You'll begin the ocean breathing, the Ujjayi breath. Lips stay sealed. You'll inhale and exhale through your nose. This is the breath that you'll use to guide you through your practice. If you can, and it helps keep you further connected to your breath, you can inhale deeply. And as you exhale, maybe contract the back of your throat, creating an ocean-like sound, why it's called the ocean breath. And again, that will just further connect you to your breath, keep you right here in this moment with your breath. And just know at any time, if you need to sigh out your breath, feel free. Sometimes that just feels really good, just to let out a nice big sigh. And then with this breath as your guide, you'll begin to move your head. Maybe you just go side to side. Maybe front and back. To the sides, you might want to hold, especially if you're feeling extra tension through the neck and the tricep and the trap area. Hold, take a couple deep breaths, allowing the breath to soften the muscles. Or if you're feeling really open, you can even go around nice big circles. Again, allowing the breath to guide you, so as you lift, inhale, and as you take the head down, exhale. Take a couple more breaths here. Again, just whatever feels good through your neck and your shoulders this morning. Let's take one more breath. And then when you're ready, just bring your head to neutral. Lift the crown of your head. Take a couple breaths here just to recenter for a moment. Maybe sigh out this breath. And then with your next inhale, you'll take the arms out from the side, allow them to rise above your head, pull the shoulder blades down your back, and then maybe look up, tilt your head back, blink, open your eyes, and just nestle back. And then looking forward, bring your arms down and back behind you and interlace your fingers if that feels okay. Roll the shoulders back, tuck the chin, and maybe just move around again, stretching out through the shoulders a little more in your neck. Maybe tip forward and back. Just whatever feels good as you stretch again through your upper back, your shoulders, your neck again. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, release the hands and reach up again and look up. And then looking forward, you're going to drop your left arm, right, down, your right arm after your left, and walk over. If I'm saying opposite, just keep moving your body. And give me a nice big reach. Again, maybe move your head around. And then from here, you can stay exactly like this and do nothing more. This might be perfect for you. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe you come to your elbow. What you don't want to do is lift that hip way up off the earth. Try to keep the hip and the sits bones grounded as much as possible so you get a deep stretch through your lats, through your obliques, your psoas muscle, even down into your hip. Let's take one more breath here. And then coming back up to your fingertips, you're going to slowly rise, reach up, look up, nestle back. Looking forward, you're going to drop your right arm down, walk the fingers, and again, just start to reach over. Again, move your head around however it feels good. Again, you can stay exactly like this. You never have to do any more. Just honor your body, listen to your body. One day going to the elbow might feel really good, and the next day it doesn't. So that's okay. Just honor your body, do what feels good, and you might notice that each side is really different. This side might be your hips going to want to really pull up. So just focus on pulling it down, and again, if it gets too much, just make adjustments, and you can rise back up. Wherever you're at, let's take one more breath. Feel that nice deep stretch to the side of your body. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly rise back up to your fingertips. Reach the arms, reach both arms up. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, look forward, relax those shoulders, and start to fall forward. Maybe you just come to your hands. Maybe you come to your elbows. Again, you choose what feels good. If you want to go even further, you can. Since this is the first time, you might not want to. Just making sure everyone's okay. I don't see any comments that no one can't hear me or anything. I think we look good. So if you see me get up and move, I'm just checking things out. So making sure everything's okay. So definitely let me know if you can't hear me all of a sudden or anything else. Anyway, you're still down in this pose, reaching forward. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slowly rise and walk yourself to the left. And you can stay up really high again. Maybe you come and rest your chest on your thigh. And if you want, you can take your right hand and place it up and over your left. Again, all those are options. You don't have to do any of those. Just stay where it feels good in your body. Allowing the breath to relax your muscles. Ease any tension you may be feeling. One more breath here. Maybe sigh out the breath, and you're going to begin to walk center, and then we're just going to simply go to the left. So walk left, right. Inhale, and again, just go down as far as it feels good in your body. And again, just know that each side might be really different, and that's okay. Maybe you come down to your chest onto the thigh. Maybe you take your left hand on top of your right. Just notice how this feels through the back, through the shoulder, into the hip area. Just pay attention, listen to your body. Let's take one more deep breath. And on your next exhale, just come center again. We'll hold here a little longer. Maybe you come down a little bit further this time, but again, you don't have to. Exhale, you slowly begin to round the back, straighten the back, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, the arms up again. Palms to a touch, exhale, heart center. Let's do that again, nice big inhale, rise. And exhale, heart center, hold. Let's do that one more time. Nice big inhale as you rise. And then exhale as you lower your palms to a touch, bowing your head. Just pause here and look within. Just maybe fill your heart with some positive intentions as we go through our practice today, maybe on peace, or love, or patience, or just understanding. Let's take one more breath here. As you exhale, you're just going to release the hands and we're going to find our way to all fours. We're going to flow through some cat-cow. So just take your time. If you have a blanket and you want your blanket for your knees, feel free to add that. And if you have blocks, you might just want them by the front edge of your mat, just so you have them ready. Again, blocks and blankets are completely optional. And once you're on all fours, you want your knees, lost my AirPod. You want your knees in line with your hips. Wrist, elbows, and shoulders in line, fingers wide apart. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, pull the belly down and look up. And then exhale, push the earth away and round your back. Doing that again, inhale, look up. And then exhale, round. We're going to do a couple more. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, push the earth away. One more time, inhale, look up, and feel free here if you want to maybe move your hips side to side. Might feel really good as you're in cow pose. And then round your back into cat pose, and maybe push your hips back a little bit. Feel a little deeper stretch in the lower back. And you're going to come to a neutral spine. You're going to take your knees towards the edge of your mat and bring your big toes to a touch. And you're just going to push your hips down towards the heels of your feet, finding your first child's pose. Balasana. You're going to reach your arms forward and rest your head on your mat or block. If you don't like your knees being wide apart, that's okay. You have an option. You can bring your knees together and maybe take your arms back. So there's a couple different options in child's pose. Again, just honor your body and do what feels good to you. Hold child's pose. Again, come back to your breath. Full cycles of breath. And know that it's okay if you lose track of your breath. You kind of wander off. That's normal. The trick and key of yoga practice is noticing that and then coming back to your breath. Take a couple more breaths here in your child's pose, this nice restorative pose. Scanning and checking in with yourself. And then from from here, you're going to look forward, and you're welcome to rise to all fours, or you can just glide through into Cobra Bhujangasana. So the hands are at the top of your ribs, and you're pulling your elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Roll the shoulders back, and as you inhale, you're going to lift your head and heart, not too high. Keep the elbows bent. Cobra pose. Toenails are on the earth. And then exhale, lower. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look up again. Cobra. Maybe a little bit higher, but the elbows stay bent. And then exhale, slowly lower back. Tuck under your toes. You're going to lift to a nice, strong plank pose. Toes are tucked under, belly muscles in. Look right off the tip of your nose. Try not to drop your head. Take another breath here in your plank. And then when you're ready, you're going to push the hips up to find your first down dog. You might need to bring your feet in a little bit, and just know, in down dog, your feet do not have to be super close together. You can have your feet towards the edge of your mat, and your knees can stay bent a whole lot. So again, you just do what feels good in your body. Finding your down dog, looking at your toes. Take a breath, root into the knuckles. Your heels do not have to touch the floor. Take another breath here. And then bending the knees, look forward. You're going to walk up to the front edge of your mat. And then fall forward for Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe grab your elbows, make a box. Take the elbows over your head and ears, and just begin to sway side to side. And again here, your feet can be hip width apart and your knees can be bent a whole lot. You do not have to have perfectly straight legs. You want to make sure you're bending from your hip and not your waist. So bend those knees as much as you need to. A couple more breaths here, just enjoying this gentle light massage to the back of your body. And then from here, you're going to let your hands just fall to the earth. You're going to come up to your fingertips and lengthen. So just look up. And then slowly lower back down. Bend the knees. You're going to begin to ragdoll up. One vertebrae at a time. Take your time. When you're all the way up, roll the shoulders back. And then inhale your arms up. Look up, Urdhva Hastasanas. And then palms to a touch and then lower into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Just hold stillness. Coming back to your center. Scanning your body, coming back to your breath. A couple more breaths here in your mountain pose. Tadasana. One more breath, deep inhale. And exhale, maybe sigh out this breath. And then on your next inhale, you're going to allow the arms to rise from the side. Again, look up. And then look forward, interlace your fingers and make a step, so your hands kind of look like this, like a temple. Interlaced index fingers are pointing straight up. Inhale and lengthen. And then exhale, you're going to begin to lean over to the left. Keep a slight bend in your knees and squeeze your head between your arms to keep the form. Take one more breath, and then slowly rise, and inhale, bend the elbows, and re-extend. Exhale, begin to go to the right. Let's take another breath, and then exhale, rise. Release the hands, inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive down, hands to the earth. You can inhale, lengthen again, either fingertips or shins, and then exhale, lower. Again, just hang out here for a moment, shake out your head. your left foot. So your left foot steps back and now you're in a runner's lunge. Just like this, just hold this runner's lunge pose for a moment. And then bringing that back leg in just a little bit. Hands maybe go out a little bit in front of you. You're going to pivot on your back leg. And then if you have blocks, this would be a good time to add them if you want them, just to add, bringing the earth to you and add some height. You're going to inhale and exhale, windmill up to your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So you want your front foot facing the short edge of the mat and your back leg facing the long edge of the mat. Roll the shoulders back. You want your shoulders in line with your hips. Look forward in confidence. Act like you have a little friend, gently pulling that back arm back, and then gently pulling forward. So you're just level in the middle, in the center. Take another breath. You're going to stay in your warrior two. Bring your hands heart center into Anjali Mudra. And then let the arms rise above your head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to stretch over. Deep breath. Still in the warrior two. And then slowly rise. Release the arms. Find warrior two again. Roll the shoulders back. And then from here, we're going to find Trikonasana, triangle pose. So all you're going to do is you're going to straighten your front leg and bring your back leg in just a little bit. So now you look like this. You might want to look back as you reach forward. Fall to your shin, your ankle, or the earth. And then reach your left arm up. You just want to make sure if your hand is on your shin that you're not pushing down into the leg. You want to make a push up. And maybe take that arm slightly back. And then if you want, you can take that arm up and over your head and just reach and stretch. Take another breath. And then from here, you're just going to pivot on your back foot. So bend your front knee, pivot on your back, come down to your blocks or to your mat, and set that back knee down, your left knee back on the earth and toenails onto the earth. You can stay just like this, doing nothing more. Maybe you rise to your thigh for a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Maybe you reach up, and maybe you look up. You can even go back a little bit if you'd like, if that feels okay. Just notice how this feels, especially in your balance. Anjaneyasana, and then slowly rise. Place the hands back down to your blocks or your mat. You're going to push your hips back and find half splits. So all you're going to do is pull your front toes up. If you have blocks, again, this is where they would come in handy. Remember on your blocks they have levels. This is high, medium, and low. Blocks are a great prop to add. If you have them, bringing the earth to you. Again, you don't have to use blocks. You can just be right here. Inhale, lengthen, and maybe go a little bit further down as you stretch through your hamstring. Deep breaths. And then from here, you're going to slowly rise back to your low lunge. Bring the hands out in front of you. And you're just going to slide your right foot back and find child's pose again. So big toes to a touch. Push the hips back. Reach forward. Again, you can always bring your knees together. Take your arms back. Deep breaths. Come back to your breath. It's always easy to wander off. The trick is to come back to your breath, to this moment. Again, exactly where you're supposed to be. Right here, right now. Take one more breath. Looking forward, you're gonna glide through again or come to all fours to find your Bhujangasana, your cobra. Hands at tops of the ribs. Pull the elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look up, head to horizon. Exhale, lower. Let's do that one more time. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, lower. Tucking under your toes, rise to a plank or all fours. You choose. Nice strong plank. Look right off the tip of your nose. Belly muscles in tight. And then when you're ready, lift your hips and find your down dog again. And this time in your down dog, it might feel good to pedal out your feet, shake out your head, just move around however it feels good in your body. Do a couple more breaths in your down dog. And then bending the knees, look forward and walk both feet back up to the front edge of your mat. And just fall towards the earth. We're going to do a little bit faster here. You're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower, bend the knees, reverse swan up this time. And look up, Urdhva Hastasanas. And then palms to a touch, lower to your Tadasana. Again, your mountain pose, recentering. Once again, coming back to the breath, slowing down your breath. Nice big inhales, trying to allow longer exhales. Triggering that parasympathetic nervous system, your relax, digest, and restore. Moving away from your sympathetic, your fight or flight. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, fingertips or shins. And then exhale, lower. And this time you're going to step back your right leg. Just your right leg. Slide the toes back. Hold your runner's lunge for a moment. Deep breath. Nice, strong runner's lunge. Another breath. And then from here, once again, you're going to bring your back leg in just a little bit. Turn it towards the long edge of your mat. Maybe you have blocks to help you here, but when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, windmill up, warrior two. Again, find your foot placement. It takes your time. Again, your back leg is now facing the long edge of the mat, and your left foot is facing the short edge. Roll the shoulders back. Again, shoulders in line with your hips. And maybe look, or you do want to look forward in confidence. Nice, strong warrior two. Virabhadrasana B. Staying in your warrior two, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, begin to lean towards the back of your mat, towards your straight leg, keeping your front leg nice and strong and bent. Maybe get a little bit lower. Feeling free to sigh out your breath at any time. Take another breath. And then rise on your exhale and find warrior two again. And then from here, Trikonasana. So straighten the front leg, bring the back leg in just a little bit. You might look back and then reach forward, drop the hand down to the shin, ankle, or the floor. You can even have a block if you'd like to use that. Remember, reach up and don't push down into that shin. You can stay just like this, or maybe reach the arm up and over, looking up towards your hand. One more breath. Looking down, you're going to place both hands on the earth, bend the front knee, and pivot on your back leg, on your back foot. And you're going to come down to that right knee. Toenails on the earth. You can stay here. Again, your hands can be on blocks. Maybe you rise to your thigh. And you want to watch the knee here. You don't want it to be going over the ankle. Just keep it nice and in line. Feeling the stretch of your quad hip flexor of your right leg and your hamstring of your left. You can stay here, maybe reach up, maybe go back. All these are options. And then looking forward, hands back to the earth. Push your hips back, pull the front toes up as you find your half splits. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fall forward. Back to the breath. Slowly rising back to your low lunge. You're going to take that left foot, slide it back, and once again find your child's pose. Big toes to a touch, knees towards the edge of your mat. Reach forward. Maybe flip your palms up this time. Or you can bring your hands to a touch into prayer pose and then take the hands to the nape of your neck. Again, you choose any child's pose that works for you right now. A couple more breaths in your child's pose. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly begin to just round it up. One vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Take the hands behind you, fingers away from you if that feels okay in your wrist. You can stay just like this and maybe drop your head back. Maybe lift the hips and drop back. Shake out the head maybe. And then coming back down, bring your arms forward, tip forward, cross at your ankles and just come over your feet, or you can just come around to the side. And take your legs straight out in front of you. You're going to inhale your arms up, flex your feet. And then fall forward for a forward fold. Again, you can reach the toes, or maybe just the shins or ankles. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. And this would also be where a strap would come in if you wanted to have that little loop. Grab the strap and use that as a way to kind of help you reach your full potential here. Remember, you want to push to the edge. You don't want to go over the edge, but you definitely want to push to the edge. Feel that nice stretch through your hamstrings, your calves, your ankles, your feet, into the lower back, and even up into your shoulders. Nice inhale, lengthen, and maybe fall more, a little more. A couple more breaths here. And then arms by the ears, look up. Slowly rise using your core. Inhale and exhale, drop the hands to your side, bend the knees and scoot up towards the front edge of your mat. You're going to reach your arms forward, palms in and slightly up. That will help relax the shoulder blades down your back. And you're going to use your core to slowly make your way all the way to your backs. Take your time. And then once you're there, arms above the head, interlace your fingers, tip your palms away from you, and you point your toes, arch your back, move your hips around. And then bring the arms down by your side, pull both knees into your chest, maybe move a little side to side. And when you're ready, you're going to find happy baby. So you're going to flex your feet up towards the ceiling. Elbows go inside your knees, and your forearm goes around the front of your shin. And then maybe you just reach for your shin, your ankle, or maybe you reach for the outsides of your feet. And you just want to relax. Inhale. You can kind of rock a little side to side. Eventually finding stillness, think about pulling your tailbone down towards the earth, Nice length in your spine, a great place to scan your body. And come back to your breath. Scan your face, maybe move your jaw around, swallow, yawn, relax your tongue, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Take one more breath. And then from here, again, just relax, pull the knees back into your chest. We're going to go into a twist. So you're going to take both knees over to the left. So just move your hips way over to the right so you can stack your hips. Take both knees and pull them up towards your belly and chest. And they're stacked. And you're just going to open up. And maybe you can look straight up or maybe look down the length of your right arm. Close the eyes. Again, come back to the breath. With every exhale, you want to think about pulling that shoulder, that right shoulder down towards the earth a little more. That's your intention. Take one more breath here. On your exhale, you're just going to come center. Pull the knees back in towards your chest. And then we're just going to go both knees to the right this time. So you want to place your feet back on the earth. Move the hips way over to the left. So you get those hips nice and stacked. And stack your knees. Pull the knees up towards your belly and chest. And maybe you look straight up or maybe you look down the length of your left arm this time. If that feels okay in your neck. Come back to the nice deep full cycles of breath. One more breath. And then on your exhale, you're going to begin to come back onto your back. So you might want to curl into a little ball. Maybe do another full body yawn and stretch. You just choose one more quick little pose before we find our total relaxation pose. This would be a good spot to grab your blanket if you want to use one. You can place it underneath your neck or over your body for warmth. And you're just going to take your arms straight out to your side. Take your feet apart and just let your feet relax. Your arms start straight out. And then from here, if that doesn't feel good, slowly begin to move your arms down until you find a spot that feels good. You're just going to close your eyes. Come back to the breath a couple times. Full cycles of breath. Scan your body. And then you want to eventually return just to your normal breathing. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, you guys. There we go. The wrong music started to play. That was not Shavasana. Anyway, settle into your Shavasana. Try this again. I was just trying to change. Well, that wasn't working. We'll just use no music. So settle into your Shavasana. Your regular breath, no stress. Find a single point of focus. Could be your breath. Maybe you scan your body. And just notice when you wander off, and you will, and then just come back to your breath. Getting to come back to your breath, take a couple deep breaths. Starting to move your toes and fingers, bringing awareness back to your body. And then when you're ready, you'll slowly begin to turn to your right, curling into yourself, into the fetal position. Take a couple moments there. And then slowly pushing off the earth, you'll rise back to a nice comfortable seated position, palms to a touch, heart center. We'll take in a nice big inhale through your nose. And then open the mouth and sigh out the longer exhale. We'll do that one more time. Deep inhale through the nose. And a sigh and exhale. And then bowing and looking within. And sending yourself peace, love, and light. And then taking this out and sharing it with everyone you may touch today, or be close to, or in your household. My deepest gratitude to each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I apologize for the music right during our Shavasana. I was just trying to get nice Shavasana music for you and decided to turn my iTunes music on, which is my jazzercise stuff, so it's not going to work for yoga. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be uploading this to Grace Yoga Studio on Facebook and YouTube, and once I get all that figured out, I will definitely let all of you guys know on email and Facebook and all that good stuff. I just hope that this helped you relax, come back to your breath, back to your body, and get some nice stretching in and relaxation. And next time, I promise my Shavasana will be a little bit longer, and hopefully we'll figure out the technical music issues. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, tomorrow the live jazzercise streaming starts, so that should be super fun and exciting, and I'm sure we'll have lots of technical issues to walk through on that too, so just bear with us. We'll get through this, and hopefully you guys like this and you enjoyed it. Send me any feedback, whatever I need to work on, music, voice, whatever. I hope these AirPods helped, that you could hear me better. Anyway, just let me know. Have a fantastic day, you guys. Thank you.